flexibility. The idea is keeping as many possible contracts in the picture as possible. And hey, partner could have diamonds or clubs with you. Didn't we have this auction last week? And we actually had a 9-card diamond fit.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? It was only a week ago. Denise opened a heart. The opponent's overcalled a spade. And I had both minors, and she responded to the double with 2 diamonds. And the opponent's bid 2 spades, and I competed to 3 diamonds, and it turned out to be a great spot.
Oh,
Partner very conveniently had 5 diamonds, so we had a really nice diamond fit. But without, so without the negative double, would we have found our fit there? Well, partner was probably going to rebid 2 diamonds on this particular hand, but the opponents might have jammed the auction up with spades, and we could have very easily missed our diamond fit without the negative double. All right, let's give you one more in this same theme. Okay, same auction. Partner opens a heart and there's a spade overcall. And this is your hand. 8 high card points, but your minors are distributed a little differently this time. 6 diamonds and only 2 clubs. Right? It's got a heart, a spade.
Well, you can't double and then do it because that shows too big.
You could correct the
Doesn't.
diamonds if she does.
All right. This is a good point. Point and counterpoint. Okay, so a negative double, unlike a direct C takeout double,
Oh, I see.
this is not like a double and bid where you're showing a big hand.
Okay.
If you make an initial takeout double and then correct partner to your long suit,
Okay.
that shows a big hand. This actually does not. So since we can all agree as much you really want your diamonds into the auction. I know you want to bid 2 diamonds, but you shouldn't because you're not strong enough, right? You need about another queen in there to make this good enough to bid 2 diamonds. But we have a plan. Now, we may not be able to execute the plan exactly as we want, but we're going to start with a negative double. Now, if partner rebids hearts, we're done, right? We'll just live with 2 hearts. We've got a couple of cards. Partner probably has 6 hearts. Maybe they were stuck with the negative double and had to rebid a good 5-card suit. But if partner does come back with 2 hearts, we're going to leave that alone. However, what if partner comes back with a new suit that they think we have, but that we don't really like, right? We don't like clubs because we only have doubles in there. So we can fix this. We can correct it. And what we want the opener thinking when they see a sequence like this, it's like, all right, you told me you had both minors, and I cooperated, and I bid a minor, and you corrected the bid anyhow. Partner, what's wrong with you? This is how you convey, hey, I have a 1 suited hand, which is what you have here, pretty good, and shouldn't 2 diamonds look like a good contract? I mean, wouldn't we all open 2 diamonds with that hand? I hope so. It's a pretty standard week 2 diamond opener, had you gotten to make it. Well, why not play 2 diamonds when partner has an opening hand? So hopefully partner will get the picture. They see you correct it, and they say, I see. Partner's got a bunch of diamonds, but wasn't strong enough to bid 2 diamonds the first time. And so the opener with a minimum hand, even if they don't like diamonds much, should pass. Because you're saying, hey, I think this is the best contract. And you have a decent 6-card suit. So look, I mean, any doubleton that partner has in diamonds, even if it's a small doubleton, stiff honor, partner has singleton ace or singleton queen of diamonds, this is going to be probably a pretty good spot for you, right? So I think you'll be pretty happy with this contract most of the time. So this is a situation where you can double and correct it.
If if partner, instead of bidding, hearts or clubs, bids one no trump, do you,
So if partner bids a no trump,
do you put it
and, they,
in
and obviously,
three?
and they have to have a spade stopper. But it still could be kind of a minimum hand. So if partner comes back with a no trump, I think you have to decide,
'Cause you've got
do I
that-
still want to bid two diamonds? Because you could make the same bid. That would probably be the safer choice.
Okay,
Or do you want to leave partner in one no and see if partner can bring that diamond suit in for a really good score and no trouble? Hard to tell.
Kurt, you wouldn't wanna do a weak jump shift because that takes you up to the 3 level?
Yeah, I mean, a jump shift would not only take you to the 3 level, but your hand's not really weak, right? I don't consider 8 points, including an ace and a
To
king.
go to the three
That's a
level.
little good
To
for a
go to
weak
the
jump
3
shift.
level, that's not weak?
No, I would. I had more of a closer to a classic hand last week. You know, I would expect more like 7 diamonds to the king and probably not much outside. Like king jack 7th of diamonds and out would be an ideal 3 diamonds. You might have another card on the side, another queen or something like that. Yeah. This one's kind of in between. It's not bad enough to treat as weak, but it's not good enough for a free 2 diamonds. So, and truthfully, those are some of the hardest hands you have to deal with. Those hands that are in between, right? Like maybe lightly invitational or just less than invitational. Once you start getting interference, those are very hard hands to deal with. But yeah, I wouldn't want to call it weak because I think that's painting a little different picture. I mean, it might work out. 3 diamonds might be a good spot for you, but we also might be able to buy it at 2 diamonds. If partner came back and bid 1 no, correcting to 2 diamonds is probably right most of the time, and that's probably the safe bid, and I would definitely do it if I were, say, playing teams. If we're playing match points, checking 1 no and letting partner play it there would be the greedy bid, but it could be the winner for your score. Like, what if partner only has to knock out 1 diamond on her and then they can get back here? Yeah, I mean, I would love, as long as I didn't get a club lead knocking out dummy's stopper, but I would love to let partner play 1 no if they had something like queen doubleton or queen 30 diamonds, right? Then they could probably set them all up and then get back here outside the suit. So, okay, so yeah, the key to that one is to remember that you are allowed to make a negative double and correct sometimes,
okay.
and you are not showing extras.
So if you flip clubs and diamonds there, so you don't have an equal level?
Then in that case, it would still be the same sort of thing. You just have to decide, are you willing to bid clubs at the 3 level? Did everybody catch Joanne's question? If your diamonds are clubs instead, notice that we lose, and we talked about equal level conversion, and this is a similar situation. What if your long minor is clubs, and partner comes back with 2 diamonds, and you don't like diamonds?
Then you-
Would you then bid 3 clubs? Either that, or maybe you preference 2 hearts, because that's an equal level that is available to you, right?
Yeah,
So that's a possibility. And then look, like I said, every now and then partner obliges you and actually bids a minor that you have extra length. So sometimes, you land in a really comfortable spot. No guarantee of that. Just want to spend a few minutes as we wind down here today talking about openers rebids. I mean, we've referred to a lot of things that your partner might do, but let's just look at a few standards, and these are looking back at the handout here. One of the items that I want to mention is not on the list here, but so. Minimum bid of a suit responder has shown, and we'll put in parentheses implied, since remember, anything other than, unbid majors are not completely guaranteed. That tends to show a minimum opener without game interest. And we would include in that the cheapest available no trump. So that would apply on an auction like this here, right? The opener has bid 2 clubs in response to the negative double. So that's natural. Looks like the opener has 4 clubs along with their hearts. And they probably don't have 6 hearts because they would probably choose a 2-heart rebid rather than 2 clubs if they had a 6th heart. Even if they thought you had a club fit, they would still want to show the 6th heart. So, but any of those bids, whether this person here comes back 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 1 no, any of those bids would all fall into that category, right? It is a minimum, right? Your double is making them bid something, and so they are making a bid at the cheapest level. Could be the 1 level, could be the 2 level, whatever level they have to bid at. If it's no trump, obviously they can bid 1. If it's any suit, they have to bid 2. But they are dealing with your negative double as minimally as they can get away with. So that shows a minimum opening hand. Probably something in the 12 to 14 category, right? That's what we're getting at. A jump bid and this would be, a jump bid, either an opener's own suit, like a jump to 3 hearts here would also apply, but also a jump in any suit that you have shown or implied is invitation. Not forcing, but invitation. So let's go back to this situation here. Since it's here, we'll go ahead and deal with the minors. Now this might throw you off, because does 3 clubs not sort of appear to be a strong jump shift here? It is not a strong jump shift. This is not an 18-point hand. They are responding to your takeout double. You forced opener to say something, and opener is responding, but opener is responding positively, saying, yes, I have a better than minimum hand, and I have some clubs with my hearts. So even if it turned out you had that hand where you don't actually have a club fit, I think partner here is showing usually like a good 15 to 17 kind of thing. And probably was shortened somewhere, right? Because they didn't open a no trump. Keep that in mind too. That opener probably doesn't have a balance 15 to 17.
What if they jump for 3 diamonds, and,
Okay.
and your hand is actually clubs,
Okay.
and now you have to go to the 4 level in clubs? Is that a problem?
Well, remember that you are not forced to bid, but if partner is showing extras and you think, if you think partner has about 16, and you're sitting over there with, maybe a decent 9, what you might do is either bid 3 no if you have a spade stopper, or trot out 3 spades as a Q bid, this would be a Western Q type situation. See if we can play 3 no. So, what would this hand look like? Let's see here. I don't know, maybe something like that. Could you open that hand to no trump? You could, but you don't have to because you don't have a rebid problem. So let's say we open a heart, since we're 5-4-2-2 and we're not perfectly balanced. So in the auction proceeds, the heart, spade overcall, negative double by partner. Okay, we think, because most of the time that negative double is both minors, we think we have a club fit. We don't want to just bid 2 clubs because we're a good king better than a minimum hand, right? So we want to jump. Now, if partner made a minimum takeout double with both minors, they can just pass 3 clubs because this is not forcing. But knowing that we probably have about 16-ish, give or take a point, if partner thinks you have a game, like I said, they could try a Q bid here to see if 3-no is playable, and with ace doubles and spades, you would probably give that a shot. If you have the same kind of hand, but your ace of spades is, ace of diamonds or ace of clubs, something like that. Okay, now you're not going to be able to bid no trump. We may end up stopping in 4 of a minor or something like that if we don't have a game and we don't think we have 11 tricks. But the idea is that jump bid is invitational and not forced. And the same would hold true if you were jump rebidding your hearts. Just like any other auction where we open the major and jump rebid. Like if I went a heart and no trump, 3 hearts with no interference from the opponents. Same kind of hand. So, and if it's that situation, now notice you'll have some options also. You might have more bidding space. If responder is actually showing a major, right? So opener, if you want to support spades, there are lots of ways you can do that, aren't there?